300 or 400 people that I've got a really close relationship with, than 20,000 people who barely know me from a bar of soap. Okay, so this is a 3-step strategy, and we can measure the progress along the way. So when you find people in your target demographic, you send them customized connection requests, you personalize it a bit, explain why you want to connect. Then you send targeted invitations to join your network, and you can measure the number of people that accept. You might get 50%, you might get 70%, you might only get 10%, in which case probably something that needs to be updated on your profile. And then you engage number of leads. So going back to that number that you wrote down before, if you are in this for lead generation, if you write down 20 leads, let's assume that, conservatively, you only get a 10% conversion rate from connect to engage. That means that it's pretty safe to assume that you need to have 200 new connections per month in order to achieve that result, which might sound like a lot, but it's only really 10 a day. So if you are able to spend 20 minutes on LinkedIn per day, you can achieve the 20 lead outcome that you're after. Just want to reiterate the way that LinkedIn works in terms of your network. So obviously that's you up in the top left-hand corner, and you're visible to you in the search results, and you're visible to them. And you can see some of the third degree connections depending on what membership you have with LinkedIn. And another very fast way to get exposure to people is by joining groups. To get access to a target market, let's say if you wanted to contact media professionals, would be to join the media professionals group as a first stop, and then you should have thousands of people that you can have access to. And you can see that as you build your network in a particular niche, that the benefits just snowball. Okay, so successful marketers on social media never forget the number one rule. So I bet you all know what this is already. It's not about you. So essentially, we have to get into the minds of the customer. And if you're interrupting somebody with a message on LinkedIn, the last thing you want to do is say, "Hey, I'm a marketing professional. We're doing this websites this month. Mobile sites are at discount. Blah 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 blah. We get people to the number one on Google, etc., etc., etc." As we all know, that when we get these messages, we tend to ignore them. So what you want to focus on doing is not actually talking about yourself, and look at things that you might be able to mention about your target audience's profile that you may have in common. And if I looked at your LinkedIn profile, I'm quite interested in what you do. Let's connect. Groups, if you're a member of the same group, it's about 65% more chance that they will engage with you on LinkedIn. Companies that you're following, education, people that went to the same university, school as you. So leadership, step 4. Okay, so these statistics are what happens when an ad on LinkedIn drives traffic to a landing page. So somebody sees an ad on, say, Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn, clicks on it, goes through to a one-page website with a call to action, and then that website will convert at these percentages here. So visitors to inquiry, and that just includes web form inquiries, not telephones. So albeit that the overall conversion rates are quite low, LinkedIn is about 277% higher than Facebook. So it's definitely the most effective, and we wouldn't encourage you to drive traffic to a landing page. We would actually do it on LinkedIn, and that's